Ready player one, blow the dust off the cart. Mario Heart, Sonic on the run. Green ozone in the dark, Link with the master start. Breaking all the pots for fun. Jump cut to GTA, stealing rides down the block. Saints Row, color spread, chaos on the crosswalk. Pac-Man in my head, waka waka through the map non-stop. I grew up on pixels and rage quits. Man, Street Fighter bruises on my thumbs again. Mortal Kombat shouting with my friends. Finish him! Doom in the basement, doors locked in. Every save file felt like home. From Halo rings to Tatooine sandstorms. My whole life's one long continuous screen. Yeah, video games raise me. Video games raise me. Vault door, Fallout night, blasting roaches in the hall. Skyrim sky in my eyes, shouting dragons off the wall. TMNT on the floor, tasking nunchucks, living room roll. Power Rangers after school, jump kick off the couch. Spider-Man web sling cool, Red Dead horses heading south. Final Fantasy 7 heartbreak, cloud in my head, can't log out. I grew up on pixels and rage quits. Man, Street Fighter bruises on my thumbs again. Mortal Kombat shouting with my friends. Get over here! Doom in the basement, doors locked in. Every save file felt like home. From Halo rings to Tatooine sandstorms. My whole life's one long continuous screen. Yeah, video games raise me. TikTok digging down, pong-ponging off the screen. Pokemon teams and trading cards. WWE slamming the ring. Nintendo dreams, Sega scream. Xbox, PlayStation war. PC glow at 3 a.m. One more match, then one match more. I grew up on pixels and rage quits. Man, Street Fighter bruises on my thumbs again. Mortal Kombat shouting with my friends. Finish it! Doom in the basement, doors locked in. Every save file felt like home. From Halo rings to Tatooine sandstorms. My whole life's one long continuous screen. Hit restart and play again with me. Video games raise me. Video games raise me. Ready player one.
That is the best song. That is the best song.
Not only is it the best song, it's also like the best like intro video that we've done.
Thank you. It took a lot of time, but I very much appreciate that. It does have a little something.
Not your tone of disrespect, sir. Let's see you edit an intro, motherfucker. Let you do it.
Rich, I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, sir.
That's why I told you. That's why we gotta get Hefty to do the heel turn one.
I would love to, but my computer can't handle it. That took like my computer crashed making that like a dozen times. Ask JJ. Oh, JJ's still butthurt. Oh, well, all right, Rich. So, here he is. He's back now.
It's okay. I mean, Hefty and I can handle the show.
Damn.
I don't want to.
He's trying to Coney dog me right now.
Coney Island. No, JJ, please don't ruin that, sir. Please.
Nope. I'm going to call it the Coney dog from now on.
What did I do? Why am all right?
You took his side and you laughed. Laughter is the same thing as poking fun at the bear. And now the bear's poking back, bitch. But welcome to game night. And this will be my last intro because this is actually Rich's show. He dropped himself out and it fucked me up.
This
night on, Rich will be doing the intro for game night from here on out. This is my last time. I do enough intros. This is Rich's turn.
No.
I don't know, man. It is you do kind of got to pay your dues with this. I do intros.
I'm better at the outro. I'm an outro guy.
Okay, fair enough. I was trying to find a joke. Thank you. But welcome to game night,
where three dumbasses discuss handheld games tonight.
Three seasoned veteran nerds, please, sir.
As we talk about, handhelds, the things that we had to, physically play with our hands and not on a TV.
And Rich,
again, that's what he said.
Rich, you actually inadvertently gave me a handheld.
I did.
Yes.
Yep.
So JJ had, hold on.
Oh, I can only imagine what I did.
He had this. And I was eyeball fucking that from the time I saw it. And I was like,
where was that?
In one of the bags you gave me.
Was it really?
Yep.
And I was like, hey, man, I was like, can I buy that off you? And he goes, I was going to give it to you anyway. And I was like, so thank you, Rich, and thank you, JJ.
Oddly enough, that came from Heroes Hideout.
Oh, that's cool.
Didn't that close down too?
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that. I know what happened to Heroes Hideout. I don't want to.
Fair enough. No, but
I don't want to. I don't want to incriminate the owner since I'm good friends with the owner. So we're not going to do that.
No, that's fair. No, but again, I appreciate that. Thank you, Rich and JJ. I still have yet to get batteries for this because double E's are like $60.
Not a 4-pack for like $8, sir. That's
saw
almost the same price as gas nowadays.
I saw a woman buy a 4-pack of double A's today, the thermal energizer kind. $21 it came to.
Because they're the thermal energizer ones. That's why.
Maybe that's the ones I want. Maybe I'm playing this on the way to Texas and it's hot in Texas and I don't want my batteries to explode. Hello, John. It's nice to see you, brother.
Or you can just get Duracell batteries. Duracell's better than
anything. No, I know. Where the hell is John? John, get on here. What are you doing?
I put this through the wash and the dry.
Yeah, and I told you it's still doing good, right? Told you.
That's
so don't bitch about your batteries. They will hold up because I fucking washed and dried this thing and it's fucking perfect. And I'm like, I don't understand how that happened, but I'm not bitching.
And John says he's on his couch.
He's on his couch. It sounds like you need to be on
put on your headphones and get on
your headphones and whatever beater you're wearing today. Because I know that
I've been trying to get John to like talk to me like all day.
John, get on.
I've been home since like 11 o'clock, and I usually when him and I talk when I'm on PlayStation, he does Xbox, and like I'm like join my Discord. He goes, I'm busy, and I'm like, with what?
Wait, I've been off all day. Why didn't you hit me up, bitch?
John,
I figured you were busy.
This is where I've been 90% of my day off is right in this chair in front of this screen.
That's true.
Just doom scrolling on YouTube. That's all.
I honestly just figured that you're busy because every time I ask you what you're doing, you're like doing stuff.
John, now this is to you, John, my friend. Do me a solid. Pop on, man. Let's have some fun. Pop on game night.
Especially because we have
Put your shit on, man. We'll have a good time and let's talk some old school shit. Come on, man. I know you're good. Pop on.
Do we start with the big old gray one? Or
there's a lot of ways.
Where do we start with this?
To be fair, if we're gonna talk about handhelds, like the very first handhelds, I know it wasn't really a handheld, but it was something that you could move from room to room, and it had a controller. We could talk about Virtual Boy a little bit. Because I know
Virtual Boy.
I know that really wasn't a handheld, but it was like it sat on your desk and it had a controller.
Now that's a good gray area, and I don't know what it is with you and these, Rich, and the debatable ones, but I would probably argue that because it was advertised as portable.
Yeah.
As most handhelds were, which in practicality is absolutely not true. There's no way anybody was just carting that around on a bus. Could you imagine seeing somebody on the bus with a Virtual Boy? I don't even know how you do it. That's the most insane thing I've heard.
Nowadays, yes, I could actually see somebody on a bus and a tripod and a headset. And then like swaying in their seat doing today, yes.
To be fair, I've seen people walk around with the Apple Vision Pros just in a grocery store, like they're just walking around with VR headsets on.
That's crazy. I've never seen that. I would purposely bump into them and be like, "Yeah, you should look where you're fucking going, stupid."
I would go ask some questions.
I picked up a passenger not that long ago. He had an Apple Vision Pro on in the car with me. So
yeah, that's fine. But I couldn't grocery shop. Like, hey, man. Thank you, John. Thank you, sir. Let's
No.
add this guy right here. Oh, come on. There we go.
Wait. Who,
Thank
me?
you, John. Yeah,
Hi, guys.
that's my boy.
He got off the couch. Yay!
That's
Got off
my
the couch.
boy.
Look at that. Look at this guy.
I appreciate you, John. Thank
I
you.
love how Hefty can get you to do that, but your own cousin can't get you to do. Like, what the fuck?
I like Hefty.
I'm saying he's a hefty.
Well, thank you, John.
I don't want to do.
I love you too, brother. Thank you, man. Now, I'm older than most of us here, and I remember when I was a kid, like we're talking like early to mid '80s. There were these football games, and you want to talk handheld? There were these football games that were probably about this big. They're probably about a foot long, maybe a foot and a couple inches. And it would be football, and there was like, I think a baseball one, but they were specific to whatever sport. So you could be 2-player with it, but you would share one screen and you would play this game. And I know I got pictures of it somewhere, but it was the first handheld I can recall ever playing. It was my Uncle Jimmy's. Same guy turned me on to wrestling. So there you go. We have another Uncle Jimmy story.
Uncle Jimmy.
He got cancer again now, unfortunately. So rock out. Let's beat the shit out of this Uncle Jimmy like he did last time. Past few times. But yeah, that was probably the first handheld I ever experienced. And then I got older and you put it out of your head. And then the Game Boy comes along. And that revolutionized everything.
Tetris.
Does anybody know?
I had a baseball handheld like that.
Yes. See, there you go. See, all right.
Does anybody know what the first ever handheld was and who it was made by and what year it came out?
Yes, it was made by Jesus or by Jesus' dad, and it was called a Man.
That's fair. That's fair.
His name was Adam.
Oh shit! We have an Adam here.
We do.
He was named after him.
Yeah. Yeah. Adam was named after me.
No, Rich, what was the first handheld?
So It was made by Milton Bradley, 1979, it was called a Microvision.
Okay, that's actually strangely familiar.
And
Isn't that what we make potatoes and stuff in nowadays? Like popcorn?
I'll even show you what it looks like. This is weird. So this is a Microvision.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen that before.
So this technically goes down as the first ever handheld to ever come to market.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that. And John, may I say that you've got excellent taste in glasses frames, sir.
Oh.
And Rich, actually, you're right there too. Yeah. What's up?
I always try to go for like the nerdy looking
I call them Garth glasses.
Frames. So I classify these as like the nerd glasses.
She makes me feel kind of funny, like when we used to climb the rope in gym class. Swing.
Better. All right. Fine,
yeah, yours are more a serial killer, JJ.
There we go, JJ.
Yeah,
I know. That's what's great about it.
You got like a Jeffrey Dahmer look going on here, man.
Nah, BTK. It's more of a BTK look.
Oh, Dennis Rader. Jesus. You know what's funny?
Oh, that's weird.
Dennis Rader. Oh my God. I remember working at a gas station when they caught that guy, but this is neither here nor there. Let's bring it back to handhelds for a second.
So then we got 1989 first Game Boy.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yes, there you go.
This is my wife's. I bought it for her for Christmas one year, so she could play Zelda on it.
It's so pretty.
It's the only handheld. No, it's not. It's one of the only handhelds that I own.
That's awesome.
I have a Mortal Kombat. It's buried in all my stuff. Mortal Kombat, like arcade, like small little arcade thing.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
Sir, that's amazingly awesome. I didn't even know they made those.
Yeah, me neither until my nephews left it at my house when they went back to North Carolina.
Oh,
so
sorry, guys.
It's mine now.
Yeah, because it's mine now.
Yeah, that's squatter.
It takes 4 AA batteries.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
That's pretty cool as shit, though.
And then my Switch, if you want to count that.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll
I feel like
that.
Switch is a handheld. Yeah,
Switch is a handheld like hybrid. So
Yeah, but I think that absolutely goes down as both. That is absolutely a handheld.
I can't speak on a lot of the early Game Boys. Like anything Nintendo made, before the color, I didn't have. So like I didn't have the original Game Boy. I didn't have the Game Boy Pocket. I didn't have the Game and Watches and stuff like that. So my first experience with handhelds was the color.
Okay, that's fair. But they had an amazing.
What color
one.
did you have?
I've had 2 Game Boy colors in my life. I had a green one and a purple one.
That's the 2 I had because they're the colors of the Joker. So
now,
that's the only thing I wanted.
The only thing that sucked about those is they didn't have backlit screens, which is why dollars to donuts. And forget about the Atari Lynx because that shit was garbage. Even though it had a backlit screen, but it took like six AA batteries. Game Gear, same deal. That took 8 AA batteries and had a backlit screen. But dude, Game Boy Advance SP, chef's kiss. As
I miss
far
my
as
Game
like,
Gear.
I do as well. And I miss my Game Boy Advance SP even more. I had the blue one that folded up. I had so many awesome games for that dude, and I was so bummed. I don't know why I sold it because I went to go price one to purchase again. Nah, it ain't happened.
I traded my Game Gear to a friend of mine for all of his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures.
I sold mine for drugs.
That's a good trade, though. That's a good trade, John. That's a real
yeah. But then I traded all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles characters for another friend's all of his Batman characters. So
even better trade. I'm not seeing how like you're not winning here. All of these are good trades.
What an amazingly beautiful nerd-cestuous story that is.
But then there was nothing else to trade for because I hated Marvel growing up. I was a huge DC fan.
Okay.
And Turtles.
Okay.
Now I'm more into Marvel as well, but only because of X-Men and Spider-Man.
Did anybody have a Nomad?
No, but I'm aware of Nomads. That was the Sega Nomad, right?
Yeah, it was. So the Nomad was pretty much a handheld Genesis.
Yeah, and John's even got the hairline, man. John, I'm liking you more and more every time, bro. That's what's up. You and me got the strong fuse, bro. Hell yeah!
You should have seen before he cut his hair. Yeah, a lot of good looking. Yeah,
should have saw me when I had my beard down to here and my mustache was out. I just
dude, do the stash. Are you kidding me, bro? I need another mustache.
My wife says I would look stupid with it twirled.
Well, what does she know? Leave her. I'm sorry.
She must know a little bit.
Oh my god!
Listen,
I'm so sorry, John.
If you've ever met Rachel, she runs that house. John's just
your Danielle then. She's your Danielle. That's how it is in my house.
I remember my parents never got me a Game Boy. I ended up somehow with my buddy Nick's RIP. He died a few years back. But he was my best friend growing up. And I somehow ended up with his Game Boy. And for whatever reason, his dog had chewed on it. So by the power slide switch on top, there were some like nibble marks. That was the only problem with it. Literally the only problem. And what a great problem to have because I knew which one was mine. If somebody tried to steal my shit, I'd be like, yeah, that's mine. That's my buddy's dog's fucking bite marks by the thing. Give me that shit back or I'm going to beat your ass. You're going to kick my ass? So that sounds more accurate, actually. But so many great games. So many great games came out for Game Boy. Even just the basic one, man. Like Metroid 2, The Return of Samus. Like, first and foremost, wow.
I think that was the only game I owned for my Game Boy.
So good. I have it now. I searched 3 different states for that. And until I finally found one in South Carolina. And I have a Super Game Boy as well. So I can, plug them in. Because Tui has a Game Boy Pocket. Which he won from a Surge contest.
No shit.
Yeah, he'll like open up a Surge bottle and typed in the prize code or whatever it was, and it was a Game Boy Pocket, and it's fucking green. Awesome. Still has it, and it's functional as well, which is amazing. But you had a Zelda game on there. Point. What's that? Oh yeah, absolutely. But so many great games came out for just the original Game Boy. And I'm sorry, let's let some other people talk.
My handheld experience was mostly Pokemon.
I think it was like everybody's.
And then
Everyone.
And I think I've said this before. It was because of handhelds is why I got to play Super Mario Brothers 3 for the first time. Because that came out on Game Boy Advance.
Advanced, yes, you're absolutely right.
Because I never played Super Mario Brothers 3 for, I don't remember what system it originally came out for.
Nintendo.
Yeah,
The original Nintendo.
but yeah, I never had original Nintendos. Like I said, I grew up with Segas, not Nintendos. I didn't really start getting into playing anything Nintendo until the Game Boys came out.
The real big thing when I was a kid was Sega, because they had this thing called Sega Channel. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yes, I remember Sega Channel.
So I used to go to Rich's grandmother's house every weekend when I was growing up. She's my Aunt Donna, rest in peace.
Donna.
She had Sega Channel, so I would go over there and I played Mega Bomberman like all day, all night.
Mega
like
Bomberman.
That's how I grew up playing video games. Was pretty much my Aunt Donna, Rich's grandmother, and his Uncle Dave, who got me into video gaming. So
That's
it's like
cool.
Yeah. But
the grandparents got you into video games? That's amazing.
Well, it was my aunt, his
grandmother. So John is my second cousin.
Okay.
My dad and my uncle are his first cousins.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
So my grandmother is his aunt.
Yeah.
My mom's sister.
Yep.
Okay.
The whole family tree. We can go.
Yeah, we can run down the whole family tree.
Live on Sunday
with a ton of people about this.
With a John family tree.
That's right.
Nonsense episode. I'm just kidding. That's not really happening. I'd have to call my sister and get more information.
What do you mean you can't recall the whole family tree?
I could barely recall what I did this morning when I woke up.
I love this guy. Can I just say I am a big John fan. JJ, what about you?
I mean, hey, if it gives you any indication, my son is my 11-year-old son is John's third cousin.
That would just sound like we belong in Arkansas. No, I'm just kidding. But real quick, JJ, what about you with handhelds? Because you're kind of, I don't know your history with handhelds.
Yeah, I would say I don't know your history with handhelds.
I'm that weird, like, first gen millennial, so I got to play with all of them. Like, I would borrow my cousins who lived right across the street from my grandmother. He would give me, like, his
old systems, right?
Yeah, and he would be like, "Hey, I got the new one, so here you go." So my first thing was Super Mario and Tetris, because that's what he had. It was the big old gray brick. I'm sitting on the bus just fucking playing Tetris, going, "This is the greatest thing ever."
Because
and then I only ran color, which I loved it, but it was also trash. Because you had to connect so many fucking things to it to make it work correctly.
Yeah.
You had the backlight. You could do the Game Shark. You could have the front light too, and it would eat the shit out of the batteries.
But it would look like it was on life support also, because it had all the fucking things coming out of it.
With a baggie full of them, so I could change them out as it died throughout the day.
Especially because, like, what was it? The Game Boy Color, it went from 4 AA's to only 2.
Yeah.
The original Game Boy took 4 AA batteries.
Yep. But it had stereo sound, and it even came with a pair of headphones, which was pretty wild back in the day, because they weren't like the big ones. They were, it was 89, so it was the small little earbud things, but they were wired. And I swear those are probably better than a lot of the wired headphones that are made today. And again, hearing, on a bus trip, which is primarily, or like road trips where I would play my Game Boy, I remember having those headphones in, and just with the stereo sound was amazing. It was wild.
We've only been live for 23 minutes.
She
just woke up from her nap, so she's very confused on time. And she stole my John Cena shirt.
It's mine.
See, she stole my John Cena shirt.
She called it yesterday. I watched it happen.
She still stole my shirt.
It's mine.
That's all right. You got the CM Punk shirts. Those are the better ones.
That's why I'm
gonna steal one of my wife's shirts for the next wrestling stream. I decide I'm gonna crash.
I'm gonna massage my
nice.
foot.
Do it, John. I'm behind that.
Sneakers, my feet feel so much better.
Okay, that's fine.
Why are you staring at me, Rich? Did you freeze, Rich? Oh no, you didn't.
I'm just like
here.
No, I'm just really good at sitting still.
So after the Color, I didn't touch any handhelds till the Advance. That was my next handheld. And I had gold to go with it, and just click that thing in there with its clear purple translucent case.
Oh, you had the purple.
It was
the
such a
atomic
magic
purple
moment
one.
the first time that thing clicked on. I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
You say you didn't touch anything until the advance, but that was literally the next one after the color. Because once the Game Boy Color ran its course,
Wait, I thought there was another one.
Then there was advanced, and then there was advanced SP.
Okay, so I never touched anything after SP then.
SP was, I regret selling mine.
SP was good because I was like, it had a backlight.
Yep.
And
it had a lithium battery, so you
it
didn't
had
need
lithium
batteries for it.
battery,
You just
recharge
plug
it and
the
everything.
yeah.
Yep.
My younger brother had one, but that's when I transitioned
into a
from
girl.
Nintendo to Xbox. That's when I got my first old school black and green Xbox, and I was all about that, and I didn't care about handhelds
with
anymore.
the fucking Duke that it came with the control that was this big.
Yeah, JJ, when you transitioned to that bulky box of X, I just moved into the PlayStation world.
Oh, nice.
And then I traded for Xbox later on down the road because Xbox is superior. But anyways, back to handhelds.
PlayStation is superior, but that's okay.
Yeah, when I didn't think I could like him anymore. So so many good handheld systems over the years, and I feel that like once the Game Boy became popular, that's when everything started to like explode. Like every video game company needed a handheld.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and again, you go with the Atari Lynx, which was pretty cool and on paper, had backlit color screen. You can play California Games, the shittiest game ever, on it. And it probably took like a dozen like D cell batteries, not like that, but it definitely was a battery muncher. I think that took 8 triple or double A batteries. I can't be positive on that, but that was short lived. But then it seems like Nintendo was like, oh yeah, you guys got that. Sega with the Game Gear, which was also awesome. But then it seemed like Nintendo was like, all right, we got to take this back. And then in a very short amount of time, they put out, like we had talked about, like the Pocket, the Color, the Advanced, and the Advanced SP. And then, it was like, whoa, all right.
What came after the SP?
And let's not forget the Tiger Games.
After what? The
SP.
That was the DS. So that was the original.
Yeah.
That was the original fat DS that had like a really thick bottom, and the screen was really thin. And then everyone complained where they were like, "Well, this is supposed to be a handheld, and it's supposed to like fit in your pocket, take it easier." But everyone was like, "It was so fucking heavy."
So then there was the DS Lite, right? Was the one after that,
which could fit in any pocket. You could literally fit that in the front of a jeans pocket or back or any book bag.
Yeah, but the original DS, right? The big one.
Yeah,
they were perfect for us folks that wore Jinkos.
Yes, I have a brand new pair of Jinkos in my closet, dude. Brand new pair.
Jinkos were the shit. I miss them.
I gotta get the inseams taken in a couple inches on them, but they're brand new, dude. I've worn them, I think, once or twice, and because they still make shit. Jenko makes shit still.
Well, they stopped for a little while.
You remember? Yeah,
you remember the shoes? Then they came back. No.
I never had the shoes,
and the tongue on them was like this thick. They were like $90 shoes.
Oh, I wore the Osiris D3s.
Oh, I had Osiris's as well. Mine were black and yellow.
But mine were black and gray because every shoes I own are all black because black goes with everything.
Yep.
Black and gray.
I like John more and more. Like the
John,
more
what
he's
the hell?
on the show, we get to like hear about John. Like our color scheme is black. Like my pants are black, my socks are black, my shirt is black. Like
plus black hides weight.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's always been my favorite.
I'm a slender 220-pound man. All right.
I never had a thick DS. I only had the light, and that was like what was the first? It was like whatever the first. What was it? The first Pokemon that came out for the DS Lite was I think it was Diamond and Pearl. I think.
Yeah.
I had Diamond, and that's literally like I played that to the moon and back. and that generation of Pokemon is my favorite. I also like the little detail they did in that, where once you got all the badges in Diamond and Pearl, if you went to your badge booklet, your badges would get dirty, and you had to take the stylus and you had to clean your badges.
Oh, that's cool.
And then once they got fully clean, they would sparkle. And then if you didn't touch the game for a week, it was one of those games where it's like sort of like interactive when it was offline, but if you didn't touch it, the badges would just magic. You'd open up one day, like after a week, and the badges would be dirty,
like tarnished.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd have to go in and take the stylus.
Cool. Yeah, that is pretty cool. I love that level of interactivity.
Yeah,
it's like the game continues when you're not even there.
Exactly. Yeah, and not only that, but it's like it's a way to keep players engaged. And it's like, oh shit, if you don't play for
back at least,
I gotta pop this back on so I can dust off my.
That shit was before its time, because now
100%.
Now we actually have full on games where the worlds continue whether you're there or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
One of my other favorite games I had for that DS was Guitar Hero, where it was you literally put you held it like this, so you held it sideways. So one screen was here, one screen was here. The Guitar Hero plugged into the GBA slot, and then that's where the buttons were, and it had a hand strap, and then the stylus was a pick, and you would have to strum on the touch screen and press the notes at the same time. I
had no idea that came out for that. That's wild.
I'm gonna look it up for you and I'll show it to you on.
Yeah, please.
I'm a Guitar Hero master.
Oh, dude, bro, don't even get me started, dude. With what is it? The fucking this shining city made of gold, a far cry from innocence.
So this is what it looked like.
The Beast and the Harlot.
There you go. Look at that.
That was my shit. Oh, look at that. No way.
Great.
I had that. And the stylus sat inside this thing when you weren't using it. The pick would sit in there. Yep.
That's wild.
That thing was fucking great, man.
I was this many days old when I found out that existed.
Yeah, same here.
That's crazy.
So that thing was fucking great. I loved it. I the only problem I had with it is that because you had to use the stylus and you had to strum, the stylus would a little bit kind of like leave indents on your screen, but because because it's Guitar Hero and it has to like for you to get perfects, you have to like catch it at the right time. So sometimes you would just do it a little too hard and you leave a little too much impression into your screen.
Square inch.
Yeah.
The shining quote for all you Stephen King fans.
After the DS Lite, I didn't have anything Nintendo handhelds after that. I had PSP.
I was gonna say PSP, the one I've never owned.
You never owned a PSP?
I had a modded one actually.
I went to go buy one once
from Tumbles.
And I turned it on. I put batteries in, got it all set up, turned it on. I go to play it, and the screen had this flicker in it. So I handed it back to the guy, and the guy was all mad. But I was like, dude, I'm not going to buy something that's broken. Like, I want to enjoy
100%. Yeah, it was a great system. They re-released certain video games for the PSP, which I think utilized the UMDs. Right?
It's the only console to utilize UMDs.
Yeah. I remember they did one of my favorite RPGs of all time, Lunar: The Silver Star Story. They did a separate version from within the past couple of years released the original ones for Xbox and PlayStation 5. But this was like an upgrade one, before remakes and redos became a big thing. They had that. There was there were a few really, really good games for the PSP, and I was lucky I got a modded one from my buddy Tumbles. And it didn't play UMDs because when you modded it, it would cut that thing off, but it was a fair trade-off because you could just search out the ISO files and download them right to, and again, we're going back a long time here, probably about 13 or 14 years.
If not more.
Yeah, but you could, it's a bumpers.
He just got his haircut the other day.
Oh, I had some new devil. Um,
The haircut.
but so you can just download the ISO files, download them directly to the PSP, and there you go. You don't have to boot anything up. And mine had a Misfits backdrop for everything, so I was like, "Oh, let's fucking go!" And I didn't pay for it because it was Tumbles any gifts stuff like that. So,
You know,
shout out to Tumbles.
I had one too, and it was modded to play only Nintendo games. So it had everything up to GameCube on it. So I would plug in like the flash drive, and it would instantly like flash the Nintendo thing, and then it would hit the PlayStation thing. I couldn't download or play anything else other than what was on that flash drive. If I took it out, it would freeze up. It wouldn't work.
Oh,
But the moment it was in, that's all I could play was Nintendo games, and I
Gotta
spent
love modded
$25
stuff.
on that.
yeah. I had my only Xbox. Just going back to the black brick real quick. Got it from a buddy named Jim, and it was modded, and it had I'm gonna say like a dozen systems and like thousands and thousands and thousands of games on them, like homebrews, like legit releases. It had everything from like Wonder Swan to fucking like Game Boy to like Nintendo to Super Nintendo to it was wild, man.
Because the original Xbox was built like a computer. Like if your drive stopped working, you could pop it out and take it out of your computer and stick it in there, and it would run it. It's like, and you put the game in there, it would start playing the game. It's like, oh, well, that was a quick fix. So the first one was the best one because you could do anything with it, and it would still keep running because it was a small computer.
Could you snuggle with it and make it have you feel like a whole person?
I did the first night. I played 6 hours of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, and that's when I fell in love with the Xbox. And I was like, this is the greatest game ever.
Did you nickname it Sexbox?
They need to remaster that game or
yes,
remake
they do.
Oh, yes,
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah,
like release it like tomorrow.
That was a great fucking game, and I hate that they haven't put another one out.
If I see
Like,
that,
I can't even go back and play the
feed,
originals.
If I see that tomorrow pop up on my feed that they're redoing that, I'll be like, "Yo, John, I need to win the lottery too." So let's say a little something.
And they had Raw 1 and 2. Both had Bill Goldberg on the cover because that's when they came out when Bill Goldberg just came back to wrestling.
Yep.
Which were really good games, actually. I enjoyed Raw and Raw 2 more than
Goldberg is going to be
Raw. Anything after 07 wasn't great.
Goldberg's going to be in St. Augustine, Florida this weekend.
That's awesome.
With Trish Stratus.
I always forget about
from my house.
That. You better be going.
Go see them.
No, I got to be here.
I
got to watch your guys stream on Saturday.
No, sir. You have your priorities.
You can have it on your phone. Be like, look, these are our friends talking about wrestling.
I like
want to spend
Goldberg better.
$1,000 on gas to go an hour and a half.
I liked Goldberg a couple times, but the first time I liked him was when he played for the Atlanta Falcons. The second time I liked him was the first time he retired.
The third time was when he did that horror movie.
When he did his completely final ever appearance, like right after that. And I'm good with Goldberg. I'm good.
You know what's funny is I always forget about Goldberg. And I've watched enough of y'all's shows and like have participated in a couple, but I don't know. But I always forget about Goldberg. And then there's like Santa's Sleigh or whatever the fucking Goldberg's horror movie was, where he played a killer Santa.
Yeah, it was horrible. Kids, don't go watch that. Don't go look for it.
I might have to watch that because I never heard of it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Don't watch it. It's bad.
It's terrible. It's terrible, but it's got Goldberg in it, dude.
But it's still bad. I'm trying to protect. It's like when he fought Jean-Claude Van Damme in one of the
Universal
Time Cop
Soldier
movies. Yeah,
was it Universal Soldier? Yeah.
Yep.
I think John and Rich.
I don't believe any of this.
I think John and Rich need to get links to Terror at Blood Fart Lake, and I will be the guy to send them that.
You should, because it's horrible, but it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Blood Fart Lake. That
sounds like Terror at Blood Fart Lake. Me and JJ are friends with the director of it. Out of upstate New York, was done. I'm so sorry, Pam. I'm so
Yeah, we
we're
gotta-
all over the place. I'm sorry.
We kinda got off track a little bit. Did anybody have a Vita?
I did.
No.
I fucking hated it.
I got a Vita. I got a Vita later, like from like a retro gaming store, but I never had one when they first came out.
Oh, I had 2 of them through my life, and they were both trash. I had like the first gen and then the last gen. Not great. It's the same game I had to pay for, even though I already owned it from PlayStation.
They're really good now because you can mod them.
You can mod anything. You just gotta know how to do it.
True.
Well, now I kind of want one. Now that he said that.
I remember you
Good
guys remember
luck.
the you guys
Good luck.
remember when-
You can buy pre-modded ones on like eBay and like people sell them for like $400.
but that's the problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's because
They know what they got. Because
I'm
nobody else
lucky.
had them.
I'm lucky. So my clear Super Nintendo
Sure, Matt.
goes online anywhere from like $300 to $350 for just the console, with it just in the new case. I ended up getting mine, the composite cables, and a solid upscaler for like $275 from my boss Tyler.
PS Vita,
Because he does that
1000
shit, and I was
modded.
what's
PS
that,
Vita
PSPs?
1000 modded, 238 gigabyte, $180 in Orlando, Florida.
That's wild. That's wild.
not
Modded
bad.
PSP service for $20.
Yeah.
It's not bad. The problem I had with the PSP compared to the Vita is that the PSP only had one thumbstick.
Yep.
So
No,
like
no,
that,
the PSP had 2.
no, PSP had one thumbstick and it only had a left thumbstick. The Vita had 2. The Vita had 2 thumbsticks, and then the L1 R1s were the touchpad in the back. That's why. That's why the Vita has a touchpad in the back. So, like, if you're looking at a PlayStation controller, these buttons right here are the touchpad.
Yeah, so the Sony PlayStation, the PSP 3000 series did not have the thumbstick.
All right, wait, is that the PSP Go?
It's the 3000 version. It had. Oh no, I'm sorry. It did have a thumbstick. My fault. I was looking at it funny. It blended in with it. It was all red.
Okay. I think the one thing that I think probably killed the PSP line was the PSP Go, because it was a smaller travel size PSP, and it would slide up like a cell phone, and it would reveal all the buttons, but it did not play the physical games. It was a digital only handheld.
And that's the worst, man. Like digital only, and JJ has experienced that. I think we've all experienced the terribleness of buying digital and then having that, whether it be the license run out,
Yep.
or whatever, but they take your game away. You no longer own the game that you paid for, but they don't refund you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The PSP Go, like visual, it looked great. Like I'll just show you. So like this looks cool. And it was so much easier to just carry that around, because you could just slide the screen down, put it in your pocket, because it would fit in your pocket like a cell phone. But just having to not have it play any physical games and only do digital, that sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it's when you don't have a tangible product, something you can touch, you lose, man, because you're at the discretion of the rights holders. And it's so funny, if you look at EULA's end user license agreements, you basically, if you buy digital, you lease the game. You don't own it. You lease it. You lease it, which is the wildest shit to think about. Yeah.
GameStop's making a push to buy eBay.
Fuck GameStop and its stupid ass.
GameStop's gonna buy
Having
eBay.
worked at one, fuck GameStop and its
What?
stupid
So
ass.
what would happen if they bought eBay? Then, like, how would that actually structure?
They start to make money, so that way they can stay open.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially because I read somewhere that eBay sellers, they make 70% off of their sales, and then GameStop said that if they buy eBay, it would drop down to like 40%. Like sellers would only make 40% off of what they sell.
Electronic Arts was like that. Hell yeah, Pam. See, look at you coming in clutch with shit.
Yeah, EA is now that don't even get me.
I don't even want to get started on EA.
We can make that. We can make that. We can make
entire
that,
whole
that a
show
week where we can talk
how
about
EA
gaming
Yeah.
studios and we could talk about the goods and bads about different gaming studios and what they do to people. That's a whole show right there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's about a couple weeks worth of shows.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Like, hey, there we
That
go.
would take a minute. We'd probably have to go more than an hour, definitely.
Yeah. After the DS Lite, I didn't have anything. I didn't have like a 3DS. I didn't have a DSi. I didn't have a 2DS. I did end up getting a 3DS like a couple years ago. I don't have it anymore. But I ended up getting that and playing some of the Pokemon games that I missed out on from that whole 3DS like
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, John.
yeah,
Kingdom Hearts. I had that CIB for PlayStation 2 downstairs.
I have all of them on my 4. They're all
I don't play Kingdom Hearts. My wife does. My wife does.
I wouldn't judge.
Our dog is actually currently laying down on a Kingdom Hearts 3 blanket that I got for my wife.
Oh, what a good.
Yeah, it's his bed cover. But yeah, she's a Kingdom Hearts fan. I bought her Kingdom Hearts 3 for Christmas one year, the special edition, because I like to spend money on stupid shit.
Hell yeah.
Like Fallout New Vegas special edition.
Yes, I have it right over there.
Good choice, though.
I have it over there, the box version. Yes,
I
with
got
the coin and
with
the
platinum
cards.
coin and
Oh yeah.
tips.
Oh, I have, and the hardcover graphic novel. I got it right over there, sir.
Yep.
Got it right over there.
That game came out on my son's birthday, and I went to the midnight release and just missed it by like 5 minutes at the Rotterdam Square Mall GameStop. I had to go back the next morning to pick it up. Yeah, I was a little upset. I skipped out on my son's birthday for it.
Reaching on that Rotterdam Square Mall. Oh, geez.
Well, it's not really a mall anymore. It's
No,
not
anymore.
Rotterdam Square Pit.
Yeah, there we go.
Most malls are pits at this point. Like
It's like Mohawk Mall when I was a kid.
Oh God, Mohawk Mall, Jesus!
I live right near Mohawk Commons, not that far
It's
from where
Commons
Mohawk
now.
Mall
It's
used.
no longer the mall.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing that mall had
I live
was
right down the
growing
road
up.
from there, so
The only thing that mall had was a Marshalls, a Media Play at one point, and
I
then
remember
a whole
the
bunch of us
Media Play
kids.
there. I definitely bought stuff from Media Play that I still own.
And then a whole bunch of us dumb kids that did backyard wrestling that would have wrestling shows inside that mall all the time.
Oh, I love John even more now. You and I have to have a discussion about the bumps we've taken. That if we're talking about backyard wrestling, I feel like me and John could definitely compare some stories.
What's up, CJS? Thanks for watching.
Just gotta figure out which Fed I was in at the time when I was doing it.
That's fair enough.
And who I was wrestling.
Yep.
I took a lot of chair shots. I don't know if I can remember.
I think the only thing that made me mad about handhelds growing up is because I didn't get into real PlayStation until like later on, but I was mostly Xbox. But Xbox never had a handheld growing up. They never did. And
do now.
they do now, but it's
so
also
fucking retardedly expensive.
but then like
Don't say the R word, sir.
All right, fucking stupidly expensive.
I do have one handheld in my possession still. It's a newer one, but I have this.
Wow, not bad.
I do have a Portal, which is, I guess you could call it a handheld, but it's also like a remote player. This does attach to the PlayStation, and I can play, stuff. And then I can also cloud stream on this, so I don't need to. I don't need to have my PlayStation on to technically play this. As long as I have games, like digital games that I've physically bought, I can just play them on this.
I cloud streamed Diablo 2 last night on my wife's Xbox.
Nice. The original one or the
original Diablo 2? Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I just reminded myself last night how much I did not like that game.
That's because Diablo 2 is not originally meant to be on console.
You're right.
No.
I'm like, where's all my stuff? Like, I'm sitting there playing as a sorceress, and I was like, no, terrible. Delete, start a new character. Paladin. Not as cool as the Diablo 4 Paladin. Delete. Turn off the game.
That's why I'm kind of glad that they were like, there were so many Diablo fans out there that they were like, all right, Diablo 3, we're going to put it on PC. And then like a year or two after it came out on PC, they put it on Xbox. And then what they did is they reformatted the entire game to fit on a console and run on a console and make it be for console. And it was so good.
And Diablo 4 is a masterpiece.
It is definitely. And Diablo 4, everything that's come out for Diablo 4, the base game and the 2 DLCs and everything that's been done for it was made right here, right down the road for me.
In Schmalbany.
Blizzard Albany, right down the road.
Vicarious Visions.
Vicarious Visions.
That doesn't exist anymore.
Oh no,
they moved from Menands. They are right here on Waterfleet Shaker and 155, and they're Blizzard Albany.
So Vicarious
no kidding.
Visions. So Vicarious Visions. So the company I just worked for before I moved out of New York. I worked in the food company at Regeneron. So Regeneron actually bought the old Vicarious Visions building.
Yep.
Where that Vicarious Visions, they actually worked on Destiny 2. But they bought that building, and a lot of the stuff that was in there, Regeneron was giving to their employees because Vicarious Visions says, no, you can keep everything. They had like Destiny 2 posters and like action figures and all that stuff. And I was like, whoa, bro, did you even play the first Destiny game? Do you even know what the game is? Like, I spent a good portion of my life just doing nothing but playing that game. It's like, give that to me.
Yeah, you get nothing.
but yeah, also one of the higher ups, as one of the creators from Vicarious Visions, worked at Regeneron. Like, left Vicarious Visions and came to Regeneron. It was pretty cool. I don't know, it's a cool story. It's nothing to do with handhelds, but
yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
no, it's still a good story.
Went on a tangent.
I've had other than the Portal that I have right now, I did have a not the newest Xbox handheld, but I did have an ROG Ally before they partnered with Xbox. I don't have it anymore, but I mainly used it just to remote play on my Xbox. Like if I didn't want to be up here and I was sitting downstairs. The problem with that is it's a handheld computer, and first of all, it ran really hot, and the battery life sucked on it.
Yes.
And I was gonna try and use it for PC gaming. Like I thought I was gonna try to buy some games, but what everybody doesn't realize is that those things only come with 16 gigabytes of RAM.
Yep.
And half of that is just allocated to the CPU, and then the other 8 is allocated to playing games. So
which is the same as for a regular PC.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So those things are not good for PC gaming. Unless you have a game that runs on 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM, natively, that's about all you can play.
The first Fallout.
What about yeah. What about Steam Decks? We haven't talked about that.
So I don't have that.
Me either.
And you can't even buy those right now because of the RAM shortage, and Valve is sold out on those. You can't even buy those right now.
Yeah. I thought about a Steam Deck at one point, but I love my Xbox.
I have one, Rich.
I don't have a Steam Deck.
I thought you did. My bad.
The one thing I like about Steam Decks is that they come with 16 gigabytes of RAM, but because it's not like a real handheld computer, it's a handheld gaming device.
Yeah.
It doesn't allocate half of the RAM to the CPU. So if you have a game that runs on 16 gigabytes of RAM, you'll use all of it for a game.
Which makes sense.
Pam, you can't just go out and buy any more RAM nowadays. It's all locked up in AI and whatnot. So it's becoming a scarce product to be able to go out and go out and get.
And with those handheld gaming PCs that you buy, you can't just open them up and replace the RAM in it. The RAM is soldered into the motherboard. So unless you know somebody that can undo it all and then put new RAM in it and solder it back in.
I know a guy.
I do too.
It is very risky to do it. Like my brother gave me a name to a guy that could do it, but he didn't want to do it because he didn't want to risk breaking it. So, but yeah, those things are really hard to replace the RAM in.
I know a guy that used to do that with the original Xbox 360s.
Well, replace the RAM in them?
Well, did a lot of things to them, like JTAGs and fix the red rings of death, steal other
Ooh.
people's Xboxes because they had the actual original dashboards, so
There
that
you-
they could be modded.
There used to be a guy that used to live that was right down the road when I lived in Schenectady, right on Chrysler Avenue. When my Xbox, I had 2 Xboxes break. I had the white one had the red ring of death. He fixed that. Put a brand new
Did you live
motherboard
on
in it.
Chrysler?
I didn't. I lived on Watt Street, but Chrysler's right down the road.
Oh, that's right. I remember why. Okay, that's right.
And then I had another
Welcome to
Xbox
New
where
York, guys.
when I had an Xbox, when I pressed the eject button, the disc tray wouldn't open up, and the little gear would just spin. The belt on the inside of the disc tray, it snapped in the Xbox.
Ew.
So I
Yeah.
had to drop it
I
off
had
to
that
that
happen
guy.
once.
He had to like take it apart and put a new belt on and put new gears in it for me.
Yeah, I probably know that guy.
You probably
I probably know the guy you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't remember his name, but like he's like
That's
I said,
all right.
he's right on Chrysler. So
No names doing
Right.
things that you're not
Yeah.
supposed to be doing.
Yes.
We don't out them here. This is a safe space.
Semi-safe space.
especially because like you try to take your stuff apart, you'd be like, oh, you voided the warranty. You took the stickers off the hidden screws that you're not supposed to know that are there.
Yeah. You have to know a guy that can put those stickers back on.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
You need a whole team of people.
Which I find so funny because the new Xbox Series X, if you take it apart, all the screws are green in the Xbox, and then if you take it apart, right on the motherboard of the Series X, Master Chief's helmet is printed on the motherboard.
It's
But
printed
the
on a lot
only-
of things.
the
It's in like 4 or 5 different locations inside the Xbox.
Yeah, but the only way you know that is if you unscrew it and remove the shell.
Yep.
So you would never know those hidden things in there unless you take it apart and take the shell off.
Yeah, it's because so many people were doing so much for the original, the original Xbox 360, that they're like, you know what? Let's put some Easter eggs inside the console and
Yep.
see if people are gonna post it, so we can go and arrest them for taking shit apart, and beat them up, remove all their licensing for all their digital game purchases, and
Right.
or hire them to work for Xbox.
So
You were saying, JJ?
I have to ask the question. If we're going to talk about handhelds, if I can connect my PlayStation to my phone anytime I want
Yes.
No.
and play any games, is my phone a handheld then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I can play
Are
anything.
you holding it in your hand and playing video
No.
games on it?
Yes.
Yes.
Then yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Then yes.
Well, that's a gray area.
Girl, right
See,
now.
It's
loading on my phone. Is
That's
that
a great
handheld?
that's a gray area because your phone is because you can buy things that you can attach your phone to like backbones. Now the backbone that's a handheld, and then it turns your phone from the handheld to the screen, and then you have the handheld controller in your hand.
But
Or
no,
the
no, no.
original VR headset.
That's not true though, because the old ones had it built in, and the fact this has big built-in touch controls means it's a handheld.
Yeah, but are you really gonna play it like that though? Like touch the screen and everything? I can't do that.
Oh, I
I'm
do it all the time.
loading in right now. Look, you can see the reflection. Look.
I have whatchamacallit on my phone. That new
And I can even
Division
do it
game.
like this if I don't want to do it the other way.
See, I can't do stuff like that where I have to like touch the thing to do that. It's already bad enough with the Portal. The only thing I need to touch on the screen for the Portal is like for the PlayStation 5 with the trackpad. The trackpad is on the touch screen, but other than that, I don't need to touch the screen on that thing.
Hey, Rich, hold your portal up.
My Portal?
Yeah.
Pam wants
So,
to know what a
Pam.
back phone is.
Yeah, I know. So Pam, if you look at Rich's portal, with the handles on each side, like picture
Oh,
a
frozen.
cell phone in the middle of it. Like,
Yeah.
and the handles on the side, and then there's a piece that goes across the back that plugs the whatchamacallit in. So it's pretty much for your cell phone, so you can play it like as if like it plugs in, and it plays just like that.
Like a,
a buddy of mine
controller
actually-
adapter, basically.
Yeah, a buddy of mine bought a backbone for him to play his PlayStation on his phone.
So I'll show it. So this is a backbone with a phone inside of it.
Yep.
And it has a port for where it goes into your charger, and that's what powers the backbone. Your phone powers the backbone, and you just slide it open and then put your phone in the middle of it, and then and that's how it works.
That's how Coney Allen's work too.
Wow. We went back to that. Wow.
I had a backbone for a little while, and then I started to realize like, oh shit, it kills your phone battery really fast.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
They even make backbone even makes the controller for iPads now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh wow.
could you imagine that? Have the big screen in the middle like an iPad with a little backbone?
It's already bad enough we have the
You're
zombies.
playing it like this. You're like,
I would actually be
Walk around like
okay
this.
with one for my tablet if it's like the same size, has like a normal controller, but I can put in my tablet where it's a bigger screen. I'd be okay with that actually.
I don't know. I like my 27-inch monitor that I play on. I go
That's
play on a
what
big TV, and I get completely flustered on what I'm doing. Got to have it like. Whoosh.
I just love video games.
So
Don't we all? That's how we do this.
I'll show you. This is the iPad. Oh my fucking god! This is the
God,
iPad.
look at that.
That's crazy.
It's like having oversized Switch controls.
Yeah, pretty
Kinda,
much.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, those
That's
are
wild.
Yep, those are crazy.
Well, we talked a lot about handhelds tonight. We learned a lot of things we didn't know, and that my phone is a handheld, which is amazing. And that next week on Game Night, Rich will be doing the intro, whether he likes it or not, because no one else is going to talk until he does. So he's got to learn the intro by next week.
We'll be sitting in silence for an hour.
I'm fine with that. I will put my feet on the desk, crack a beer, and just sit here and chuckle.
Oh, I'm going to have to get some beers for next week now.
I had to learn. You got to learn, bro. You got to learn.
I told you I'm an outro guy, not an intro guy.
Well, seeing as how we're up on time, here we go. Outro master.
Yeah, well, yes. Thank you again for everybody for joining us and listening to a bunch of grown-ass men talk about handhelds that were originally meant for children, and but as adults we have some.
So what are we doing next week on your show, Rich? Like, what are we doing next game night?
Let's talk about game studios. Let's do it.
Ooh,
We'll
okay.
talk about different game studios. We'll talk about the goods, the bads, our favorites.
Okay.
Let's talk about what they've done for communities, how they've hurt gaming communities and almost destroyed gaming communities. Because there's a lot of bad ones and there's a lot of good ones. So
I want to bring up a real quick teaser for the T-52 Power Helmet mold paint issue from Fallout 4, which I doubt anyone will remember, but we will absolutely talk about.
And before we go, while
And the
John
double
is still
kerfuffle.
here, can we all agree John is the new cast member in Game Night? Like, John, you're sucked in now, bro. Like, you're here with us.
So if I get a
Wednesday.
job, I have to tell them I have to be home by a certain time on Wednesday?
Ian Hefty did that. We did that for our other shows. So, yes, you can totally do that.
All right. I mean, I guess I could do that. I could be on the podcast every Wednesday. You cool with that, Rich?
yeah.
Because I know Hefty and JJ are cool with it.
Well,
Again,
I don't care what Rich thinks. We asked him. Fuck that guy.
again,
No
thank you.
love, Rich. No love. That's messed up.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Make sure you all like, subscribe, share, and we will see you next week. Thank you. I'm going to make dinner now.
All right. Love you guys. Have a good night. And the
Later,
outro
fellas.
is 2
Later.
minutes or so. So if anyone wants to bounce out, please bounce out.
Ready Player One, blow the dust off the cart. Mario, Heart, Sonic on the run. Green Hill's own in the dark. Link with the master start. Breaking all the pots for fun. Jump cut to GTA, stealing rides down the block. Saints Row, color spread, chaos on the crosswalk. Pac-Man in my head, walking through your map non-stop. I grew up on pixels and rage quits. Man, Street Fighter bruises on my thumbs again. Mortal Kombat shouting with my friends. Two in the basement, doors locked in. Every safe file felt like home. From Halo rings to Tatooine sandstorms. My whole life's one long continuous screen. Yeah, video games raised me. I grew up on pixels and ray